Hello everybody, it's Mystic, and welcome back to my library. It has been about a week since I have recorded. It hasn't been that long for you, it's been about a day for you, but I had a whole week's worth of episodes pre-recorded. But for me, it's been about a week since I've recorded, so I think I still remember everything. We just did the trial. That was interesting. And yeah, now everything poop has hit the fan. Zodiark is dead, and somebody from the planet was talking to me, but they sounded evil. I don't know. By the way, it's after Christmas, but I'm still dressed up as Tiny Santa because I'm still feeling a little festive. It's only December 27th when I'm recording this, so it hasn't been that long. I will change my outfit probably around New Year's. But anyway, let's get started. Hopefully y'all had a great holiday. And yeah, let's go. In Shadow's Wake. Before we speak at length, I believe a change of surrounds is in order. I have more than ill tidings to share, you see. I sensed others arriving not long ago. Though my communions with Hydaelyn have grown infrequent, I have learned enough from her to know that these are your comrades. Oh, they're here? As luck would have it, they have already reached my abode. Come, let us join them. Okay, let's do that. Glad to know everybody's okay. All right, they're here. I'm so happy. Well, some of them are. Thank goodness you are unharmed. We did what we could to subdue the Tempered before making our way here. Not without casualties, unfortunately. Some few detonated explosives, killing themselves and others. Oh. The contingent's healers have had their hands full tending to the injured and enthralled when we took our leave. Lest you wonder, Mistress Kryl hath also been delivered unto their care. Serving as a conduit for Hydaelyn's power has taken its toll, but she will recover in due course. As for Alphino and Alisaie, they insisted on remaining in Garlemald while we three rushed to your aid. It appears, however, that matters here have already come to a conclusion. Yeah, not really the greatest conclusion. But what manner of conclusion, if I might ask? And is this the ally whom Hydaelyn bade you seek out? He is not unlike the shades of Amarat. Wait, I was getting ready to have a cup of coffee. You did not have a whole, dialogue thing? Okay. Usually there's, a whole thing. Not unlike, perhaps, but not the same. I was created by Hydaelyn together with this place. It hath ever been my duty to keep vigil over Zodiark, or rather, it was my duty. Oh, that's right. This part isn't voice acted, so that's why I didn't have to wait. Then Zodiark is no more? And not without consequence, I am afraid. For now, the delicate weave of the star, preserved by his presence, will begin to unravel. If you mean to avert the final days, you shall have need of... Are you alright? My attempts to forestall Zodiark's release have all but exhausted my strength. If you might allow me to rest for a while, I will share with you all I can. Please do. You need not exert yourself on our account. These crystals contain records of your time here, yes? May we peruse them while we wait? By all means. If you would review them chronologically, might I suggest beginning with those on the upper floor? Oh, so these are books. Cool. I shall leave that to you, Celeste, while I see what can be gleaned from the crystals on these lower levels. Okay, yes. You go take a rest. Okay, inspect the dimly glowing crystal. He said the upper floors, right? Let me mount up and do this. As you gaze into the crystal, ancient knowledge of Zodiark flows through your mind. Daily summary, no abnormalities detected. Daily summary, no abnormalities detected. Daily summary, no abnormalities detected. These appear to be records of a long, lonely vigil on the moon dating back to the beginning of Zodiark's imprisonment. So early on, things were just fine, it looks like. As you gaze into the crystal, knowledge of past calamities flow through your mind. The records describe how, with each rejoining, Zodiark's thirst for freedom grew, as did the strain on the brands. Maintaining Zodiark's imprisonment appears to tax Hydaelyn greatly. Warmly glowing crystal. As you gaze into the crystal, knowledge of past rejoinings flows through your mind. The records describe the Watcher's efforts to prepare in the event Zodiark broke free from his prison. The records go on to describe maintenance carried out regularly with the Loporrits, though it is not clear who or what they are. Somebody made a comment about the Loporrits a while back. I don't know what they are yet, though. As you gaze into the crystal, a record of an unexpected visitor flows through your mind. The record notes the Watcher's musings when Elidibus is spotted on the moon, though clearly not for the first time. It is clear he and his brethren have a keen interest in freeing Zodiark from his prison, and yet they have made no attempt to destroy the brands. Perhaps they prefer he remain hidden from mortal eyes until the final rejoining. Perhaps they realize we would never dare to bring harm to Zodiark so long as he remains imprisoned. Would have been nice if we had read this first. Because we did do harm to Zodiark. I mean, again, we didn't really have a choice. Fandaniel kind of played, what's the word I'm looking for? He kind of, pushed our hands. What's that word? I don't know. Did you learn anything of import? So it is as we suspected. Maintaining the brands requires a great deal of her energy and focus, and this cost has grown higher with every rejoining. That would explain why contact with her has become rather infrequent since the 7th Emerald Calamity. I too made a rather startling discovery. This heavenly body we know to be the moon was in fact created by Hydaelyn. When the Watcher said he was created together with this place, I thought he only meant this facility. Truly, Hydaelyn's powers are far beyond anything I could have imagined. You good? Okay, I guess this part is voice acted. I gotta get used to waiting for him now. I thank you for affording me this short reprieve.
It is we who should thank you. The records stored here are nothing short of extraordinary. There is much we could learn of Zodiark and his imprisonment, but perhaps you could offer us more focused guidance. Pray, tell us of the calamity that came before and comes now again.
Okay, I never know when he's done talking. Long ago, before the Great Sundering, there was a single world, Aetheris. Whoa. One day, from within the earth, a terrible cry issued forth, affecting a profound change in all manner of life. We were not exempt. Our creation magics ran rampant, giving shape and form to thoughts of hopelessness and despair. At first, the phenomenon was limited to a single region, but quickly, so very quickly, it spread and engulfed the whole of the star.
Were the ancients ever able to deduce its source?
Well, that's right. This would all have had to start from somewhere. Like, what caused all of this in the first place? We don't actually know that. Zodiark wasn't the cause. Neither was Hydaelyn, I don't think. So something... No, because Hydaelyn was created to stop Zodiark. Zodiark was made to stop the final days. What caused the final days? I don't think we know that yet. They were not. However, the convocation struck upon a method to predict where the corruption would next manifest. Well, that's cool. The etheric energies which flow through all of creation in the form of various currents. The currents which course through the land and seas. those which flow through the very air. And those of celestial nature which encompass both our star and this moon.
Celestial currents. I cannot say I am familiar with the concept.
Nor would I expect you to be. Few scholars of our time know of their existence. Their invaluable knowledge helped us to better understand the nature of the calamity. Like the terrestrial ones of Earth and air, the celestial currents form a vast network, but the ethereal distribution is not consistent. The convocation soon realized that the inciting incidents occurred in regions where the flow was weakest. Correlation without clear cause, ultimately. Nevertheless, on closer study, a stagnancy of ether was observed in nearby currents.
And so they sought a means to harness the forces of darkness, of activity and growth. Thus was Zodiac conceived.
Yeah.
No less a power than a god's could set right the laws of nature and quicken the flow of ether within the star.
Precisely. With the advent of Zodiac, our end was averted. But now he's dead.
Emmett Selk claimed that those who summoned Hydaelyn did so because they saw Zodiac's power as a threat. Is that true?
Indeed, there was a faction opposed to Zodiac's creation, but their aim was never to unmake him. Whoops. They understood the continued preservation of the natural order was dependent on his very existence. Until we could identify and address the underlying cause of the final days, he would need to remain, for his departure would set in motion those apocalyptic forces once more. Okay, so wait, they understood the continued preservation of the natural order was dependent on his very... Right, because he controls the darkness, Hydaelyn controls the light. Without him, we now have an imbalance of light again, kind of like what was in the first? Until we could identify and address the underlying cause of the final days. Okay, so they didn't actually know the cause, or maybe they do now. Hydaelyn recognized this as well, and so rather than destroy, she sundered Zodiac, herself, and the star into lesser reflections, that she might confine him in this place. I could have sworn she beseeched me to banish the darkness. Then what she told me in the ethereal sea was false? Wait. Was that not Hydaelyn? We don't actually know for a fact that that was Hydaelyn, do we? Oh, dude. Was that not Hydaelyn? Oh my god. It might not have been Hydaelyn. I could have sworn she beseeched me to banish the darkness. Yeah. Perhaps she did, but as with all beings, intent is not always in accord with the spoken word. We only just assumed that was Hydaelyn. When did she start? She first appeared to us as that image at the very end of 5.55, I believe. We don't know for a fact that that was Hydaelyn. Could it have not been? Hydaelyn and Zodiac are both constructs of man, approximations of perfection limited by our own imperfections. Zodiac was, without question, the more powerful of the two, having been born from the sacrifice of half Aetheris' population. Thus was it necessary for Hydaelyn to commit herself wholly to his defeat. Still more effort was needed to confine him. Maintaining the brands taxed her greatly. With what powers she dared spare, she cried out to any who might listen, and offered her blessing to those who heeded her call. Though it was likely within her power to do so, I believe she did not wish to speak of Aetheris and her history. But why? Like Zodiac, Hydaelyn's purpose is a reflection of her creators. They wish to look to the future and not linger in a prison of the past.
The Ascians set in motion 7 rejoinings before we came to oppose them. How many more worlds would have been lost had we not placed our faith in her? How many more souls living in the present would have been snuffed out for the sake of those long dead?
Well, in light of recent events, I see no reason to doubt your words. And even if Hydaelyn is not a god in truth, if Minfilia believed that we should trust in her plans, then I choose to do just that.
I still question whether it's Hydaelyn we're listening to, though.
Which brings me to a rather important question. Let's suppose we try but fail to stop this second coming of the final days. Should the source fall, what will become of the other worlds?
The nomenclature is more fitting than you know. Yeah, so without the source, the others can't exist. Bring ruin to the source, and its reflections will share its fate. That's probably not good. Ah, it's ready. What? What is? This way, if you would be so kind. Okay. Well, what are we doing? A beautiful sight, is it not? What is it?
Yes, but what is it?
Thank you. Hydaelyn knew better than any that her power was not absolute. Indeed, she has ever struggled to hold Zodiark and his faithful at bay. She feared the worst and so made preparations. In the event of his demise, there would be a contingency. So here's the thing. Hydaelyn went through all this trouble to keep Zodiark from dying. She had this other ancient guarding over him, trying to keep him in. Why would this image of Hydaelyn tell us that we needed to destroy him if she went through all the trouble to stop that from happening? I'm not convinced that that image of Hydaelyn was actually Hydaelyn. We never, because any other time she's talked to us, she has done it through Kryl. Now, I think when she told us to destroy it, wasn't this on the ship? This wasn't back when Kryl was possessed, right? Or was it? Now I might be getting my times confused. Even so, one or the other is not Hydaelyn. I just don't remember. I just don't know which one it is. I really don't. It's a spaceship. The moon is a vessel. Okay, I didn't read that. The moon is a spaceship. You need not go far to find its pilots. In fact, I should be happy to take you to them. Is it Chip and Dale? And fulfill my final duty as a watcher in the dark. I don't know why it auto-skipped there, but yeah. The moon is a friggin' spaceship. Cool. Ooh, my new book looks so cool. It starts off like kind of small, like a little notebook, but then when you open it, it does that. Like it widens out and there's like this little spinny thing. That's cool. Helping hands. The time has come for you to be on your way. The crater at the heart of Mare Lamentorum, where Zodiark was imprisoned, is not so easily traversed, however. Let us call upon Argos, the familiar, the flying moon puppy, whom you met earlier. He should have no trouble bearing you across. His name is Argos? As Hydaelyn created me as the jailer, so too did she create Argos as the guard. If it is his nature to appear when needed, and yet he is nowhere to be found. Strange, mayhap the imbalancing of ether has affected him. Let us make for the crushing brand and attempt to call him there. You need but recall the path you walked with Argos before, and you will find your way. Yeah, we're talking about the amazing moon puppy. If he labors in service to Hydaelyn's plan, I see no reason not to do as he suggests. Shall we make for this crushing brand, then? Okay. I will meet you all there. The place we seek is just ahead at the Chlorophosgrot. You see, Argos cannot manifest without sufficient concentrations of ambient ether. You would be hard-pressed to find a greater confluence than inside this cavern. Follow me. Okay. Yes, here will do nicely. The lunar spongoi draw ether from the ground, which is then dispersed in the air. At present, however, the ambient energies are not quite sufficient for Argos to manifest. Might you be willing to spare some of your own to help the spongoi along? Sure. Oh, over there. Okay. Moon puppers! Argos manifests in a flash. He seems glad to see you again. A most fascinating creation of Hydaelyn's, would you not agree? Should the need arise, he is even able to create reflections of himself on a whim. Though I assure you it was no reflection which accompanied you earlier to the brand. No, Argos was quite eager to be at your side then, as he is now, it seems. I cannot recall when he last showed such an affinity for anyone. Indeed, I thought him more likely to shy away from you and your companions. Perhaps it was more than a sense of duty that compelled him to aid you before. As for your companions... Oh, they're all getting moon puppers? Unexpected, but greatly appreciated. I believe we are all ready. Then let us return outside that you may cross the chasm. Your destination is a structure there across the cradle of darkness, but climb onto Argos' back and he will take care of the rest. Once you arrive, it should not take long to find the ship's crew. The facility is designed to rouse them from their slumber in the event of Zodiark's destruction. Heed their counsel. Together, you may guide the star and its people to a kinder fate. This is where we part ways, but know that I shall be ever watching and praying for your success. Our allies' assurances notwithstanding, we cannot be certain what awaits us on the other side, so perhaps it would be best if we did not all go at once. I propose the two of us cross first, while Thancred and Urianger wait here. Sure, let's do it. Oh my god. Onward! I love this so much. A malefic ether permeates from the crater, remnants of Zodiark, most like. Wonder what's down... Oh, is that where we're going? We're going down there? Just a little further. Looks cool. Kind of like... I don't know. It reminds me a little of Mass Effect. Everything does, though. I love that game. The structure is enormous, though that is hardly surprising given the size of the average Amaratine. Apologies for the wait. Right then, let us head inside and... Oh? Yes, puppers? Most intriguing. A means by which he conserveth energy, mayhap. Well, I certainly wouldn't want him to blink out of existence on our account, helpful as he's been. Thank you, Argos. We'll take things from here. If Argos is to remain without, let us not keep him waiting over long. Whoa. Whoa. This place is huge. Holy heck. Oh, is that an aetheryte? Is this a whole city? It seems empty. I thought something was supposed to awaken.
Our moonship pilot should be around here somewhere. Is that right?
They're supposed to be. Oh my god. What? Yep. This is amazing. I now understand the comments about breeding like Loporrits because they are adorable bunny people. What? Wake up! Oh my god. Can I have one as a minion, please? I'm probably not much bigger than them, honestly.
Look lively, everyone!
Oh my god. You are so cute.
I know. This 1243rd inspection is a mite ahead of schedule, but it is of the utmost importance. For Zodiac, alas, is no more.
Alas.
As of now, our mighty moon has a new purpose: to bear the people of Etheris to safety. Our time has come, my friends.
I can't handle this. I mean, don't be so excited about the end of the world, okay?
We must be swifter than swift. There is much to do before our guests arrive. I expect your workstations to be immaculate. And don't forget to relay our signal to Etheris.
About that, there really is no more Etheris?
Questions? Yes? No? Maybe so? No? Then hop to it!
Oh my god. Yep.
'Tis a rather curious crew she hath chosen. Their endearing forms intended to ease the passengers' hearts, perhaps.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Mm-hmm. This is amazing. Thancred's dumbfounded expression suggests he is still struggling to comprehend the spectacle he has just witnessed. Same, though. Same. They must be the Loporrits mentioned in the Watcher's records. Not at all what I expected, but the Watcher did bid us heed their counsel. I assume the one who gave that rousing speech was their leader, though we might have to ask about in order to track them down. Come on, then. Let us be about it. Okay. I just heard the music. Hang on. Yeah, it's the music. It's Final Fantasy IV music. Oh my god. I love this so much. Like, I think this is the music that plays when you enter a village in the game. Okay, before I do anything, I want to attune to the Aetheryte. And actually, you know what? I think I'm going to end this video here because I feel like we got a lot of information in a very short amount of time. So I feel like this is a good stopping point. We'll go and talk to the Loporrit leader in the next episode and continue on from there. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you did. You can also follow me on social media, which I have linked down below. And yeah, I will see you all next time.